Now that you've attached the magnetic antenna to the outside of the vehicle, it's time to run the antenna wire to the radio inside. For sedans, you'll want to run the antenna cable into your car via the trunk. Run the antenna cable towards the rear window of your car and feed it under the rubber molding around the window. Use a plastic putty knife to lift the rubber molding and tuck the antenna cable underneath. Be careful not to damage it. If your rear window doesn't have rubber molding, just tuck the cable around the channel between the rear window and the car frame. Leave enough slack so that you can go back and adjust the cable later if you need to. Route the antenna cable around the top of the window and down the side until you reach the lowest edge. Now that the cable's at the lower edge of your rear window, open the trunk lid and route the antenna cable from the edge of the window into the rubber weather stripping around the trunk. Lift the weather stripping and tuck the cable inside it. The rubber stripping will hold the cable in place and help protect it. Run the cable inside the rubber stripping for a few inches. Then pull the antenna cable out so it's inside the trunk itself. Keep it away from hinges, gears, or other obstructions that might damage it. Guide the cable into the trunk towards a conduit or existing wiring harness that will let you pull the cable through into the main cabin of the car itself. If you have an SUV, you'll want to run the antenna cable into the inside of your car through the trunk. Open the rear tailgate of your SUV and tuck the antenna cable into the rubber weather stripping around the tailgate. Be sure to keep the cable away from any moving parts that could damage it, like hinges or gears. Run the cable inside the weather stripping and guide it towards the main cabin. Once the cable is in the interior of your car, how you run it to your Sirius radio is pretty standard. Run the cable under the carpets and interior trim, using the putty knife to lift the plastic trim just enough to tuck the cable underneath. Avoid side airbag locations on back pillars and above the doors. Airbag locations are marked with SRS logos. Also, be careful not to crimp or cut the cable. By running it under the carpets or trim, you should be able to keep your cable completely hidden along the entire length of your car. Take the cable out when you reach your dashboard or console. From there, you can connect the plug at the end of the antenna cable to the socket on your Sirius radio or dock, marked ANT. Coil it neatly with twist ties and hide it beneath the carpet or behind interior trim panels, keeping it away from any vehicle pedals or controls. Congratulations! You just finished the most challenging step of the installation process. Take a short break, pat yourself on the back, and I'll see you in the next chapter.